we're going to look at the third index law. Let's look at the two methods that I've shown you so far, how to solve something like this. Okay, the first method is to write it in factor form, so 2 times 2 times 2, and we divide that by 2 times 2 times 2. When we do that, we get 2 times 2 times 2, so 8 divided by 8, and 8 divided by 8 is 1. So if I do it using the factor form method, if you like, that is my answer. If we use index law 2, index law 2, the bases are the same and it's a division, so we subtract the indices. 2 to the power of 3, take 3, gives us 2 to the power of 0. So what we've got is we've got the same sum done two different methods, and the answers look different. Those answers are in fact the same, and what the third index law states is that anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So a to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 100 to the power of 0 is 1, x to the power of 0 is 1. So anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So if we go back and look at worked example 13, find the value of anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. We know that from the third index law, and this, if you like, is my proof to show you that anything to the power of 0 is 1. Let's look here. Everything in those brackets is to the power of 0. So everything in those brackets is raised to the power of 0, so the answer is 1. What about if we have something like 7x to the 0? A common error is to jump in and straight away say the answer is 1. The answer to this is not 1, because what 7x to the power of 0 means is 7 times x to the power of 0. In other words, 7 times 1, because x to the 0 is 1, so the answer is 7. If we did another one like that, 14y to the 0, we would say that is 14 times by y to the 0, which is 14 times 1, because y to the 0 is 1, so the answer is 14. So this one here is 19 times e to the 5 times a to the 0. In other words, it's 19 times e to the 5 times by 1, because a to the 0 is 1. So it's 19 times 1, which is 19 e to the 5. Let's look at the last one, more complex example. Let's look at the top. I'm going to solve the top using index law 1. 6 times 11 is 66, and m to the 3 plus 14. The bottom, again use index law 1. 3 times 2 is 6, and it's m 10 plus 7. Looking at the top, that's 66m to the 17. The bottom is 6m to the 17. Now I'm going to use index law 2. It's a division. So I say 6 goes into itself once, 6 goes into 66 11 times. So it's 11, and bases are the same, and it's a division, so I subtract the indices, so it's m 17 take 17, which gives me 11m to the 0, which is 11 times by m to the 0, which is 11 times 1, which is 11. Alright, okay, these last two, a little bit harder, but the main thing to remember for the third index law, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1.